One of the most common questions regarding credit cards is what are the best no annual fee cards out there? Today, I'm going to be answering that question for 2024 with my top 8 $0 annual fee cards you need to get in your wallet. Even though these cards have no annual fee, this does not mean that these cards cannot be used in more advanced credit card setups, as they have so much versatility and utility with a lot of different combinations. As always, if you guys could please go like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps with growing the channel so I can continue to help others with their credit card journeys. Card number 1 is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. This was one of my first credit cards and I still use it in my setup today. The reason I really love this card is because it has so much versatility. It can earn you a ton of cash back everywhere you go. With this card in your hand, you will have 5% cash back on travel through Chase, 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back on drugstore purchases, and 1.5% cash back everywhere else you spend. Having 1.5% cash back as opposed to 1% cash back might not seem like a lot depending on how much you spend. However, that extra 0.5% of cash back will add up tremendously over the course of a year, and also having that 3% cash back on dining, which is typically a higher spend category for a lot of people out there, makes this such an effective card. Additionally, with this card, you can have an Instacart Plus credit for 3 months, DoorDash Dash Pass credit for 3 months, and earn 5% cash back on all of your Lyft rides. There's also tons of little perks hidden within the Freedom Unlimited, such as the Chase offers, which will offer you anywhere from 5 to 10 to even sometimes 20% cash back at some little pop-up places such as McDonald's, CVS, or a ton of others. I also want to highlight the sign-up bonus. If you go get this card right now, you can earn $200 cash back when you spend $500 within the first 3 months of holding the card. I'll have my sign-up link down below. It helped me out tremendously. Second card on the list today is the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card, being the only American Express card to make today's list, making it a great one. With this credit card, you can earn 3% cash back on your gas, 3% cash back on your online retail purchases, and 3% cash back on your groceries. Because of this, having a 3% cash back in each of those categories with one card with no annual fee makes this Amex card very great. Another great thing about this card is you can receive $84 statement credit for a Disney bundle. This means if you have or want to get a Disney bundle, you can have $84 put towards that, so that just brings that price down a significant amount with a no annual fee card. One final point is that the American Express ecosystem with their credit cards is very generous when it comes to travel and point redemption. Because of this, I think it's a great card to carry in your wallet. Card number 3 on today's list is the Chase Freedom Flex. Freedom Flex is a sibling card to the Freedom Unlimited and works a little bit differently, but will still give you a ton of cash back. With the Freedom Flex, you have the opportunity to earn 5% cash back in rotating categories quarterly throughout the year. Depending on the quarter of the year, you can earn that 5% back on places such as groceries, gas, wholesale clubs, Amazon, Target, or so many other places. Additionally, with the card, you can also earn that 5% cash back on your travel purchase through Chase, and then the 3% cash back on your dining and drugstore purchases, and 1% elsewhere. You will enjoy the same complimentary subscriptions that the Freedom Unlimited will give you, and when comboed with the Freedom Unlimited, it makes a great card setup for no annual fee. Once again, if you go check out the sign-up bonus for the Freedom Flex, you should be able to earn $200 cash back for $500 spent in the first 3 months. I'll have my referral link in the description down below, so be sure to use that. Moving on to card number 4, which is the One Savor One. This One no annual fee card has earned a spot on today's list due to its high versatility and great amount of cash back you can earn in some of the key places people spend at. With this card, you can earn 3% cash back on dining, grocery store purchases, popular streaming services, and entertainment. With dining and groceries being such a regular expense for everyone, and people having streaming services, typically whether it be Spotify, Hulu, or Netflix, having a 3% cashback redemption for each of those makes this a no-brainer to carry. You can also earn 10% cashback on Uber and Uber Eats, 5% cash back on Capital One Travel, and 8% cash back on Capital One Entertainment. Loaded with other travel insurances and shopping benefits, on top of that with no foreign transaction fees, the Capital One Savor One is a great card to carry in your wallet. Be sure to check out some sign-up bonuses for the card, that way you can get some additional cash back for spending as you normally would. At this point, if you guys could go like and subscribe, it'd go a long way, but let's get into card number 5, the Bilt Mastercard. The Bilt card is the only credit card on the market that will allow you to earn cash back for your rent payments with no extra transaction fees. If you are someone that has to make rent payments each month, I think you should definitely consider getting this card into your lineup, earning you 1x point on every dollar you spend for rent. There's a great way that you can earn a ton of cash back throughout the year just by making a payment you'd have to make normally. With this card, you can also enjoy 2x points back on your travel purchases and 3x points back on your dining purchases. On top of that, Bilt has made a great user experience, allowing you to earn tons of cash back through little games with trivia at the start of each month, and they have their special rent day where you can earn 2 times the points in each category except for rent. That means you can earn 6x points on the first of each month for dining and 4x points if you book travel on the first of the month. Only downside I have for this card is that if you do use it, you have to make sure you use it at least 5 times every single month to be able to redeem your points. If you use it for rent, you'd have to make sure you make 4 additional purchases, ranging in however much you want to spend, to make sure you can actually take home the points that you earn from rent. Aside from that little annoyance, I really don't have any negative things to say about the card. It's a great way that you can earn extra cash back by just paying for something you normally would pay for. Once again, I will have my sign up link in the description below if this is a card you're interested in. Card number 6 is the Citi Custom Cash Credit Card. This card actually made the best credit cards list overall, so I definitely recommend looking into it if you want a great utility card. Earning you 5% cash back on your highest spend category every single month. This is a great way you can maximize your cash back in a place that you don't necessarily cover with your other credit cards. Let's say that I spend a ton on my groceries, gas, and dining, but I don't have a card that necessarily gets me more than 1% cash back on gas. The way I would use this card would be to take it and designate it as a gas card, ensuring me at each month I will earn 5% cash back on gas. As a standalone card, I don't think it's the best because you'll only earn 5% on one of those categories and 1% back on everywhere else. However, if you use it properly in unison with other cards out there, it's a fantastic way to ensure 5% at whatever category you want. Not much else I have to say about this card other than it's fantastic and a great utility and flex card. Card number 7 on today's list is the Discover It Cashback Credit Card. Very similar to the Chase Freedom Flex discussed earlier, the Discover It Cashback card will have 5% cashback on rotating categories throughout the year. Depending on how things line up with each card, you can potentially hold both of them to earn 5% on groceries in one quarter with the Discover card and then 5% on the next quarter with your Chase Freedom card. Once again, just like the Freedom Flex, this is a fantastic card depending on the quarter of the year and if it matches up with your spending. There's also a sign-up bonus from Discover for your first year with the card. They will cashback match every single dollar that you earn. This means that you are effectively getting 10% cash back on those rotating categories for the entire first year of holding this card. If you're really split between the Discover card and the Chase Freedom Flex, I definitely go with whichever one fits your ecosystem and spending the most. They're very similar, however, they each have their own little perks that you can take advantage of. Card number 8 on today's list is the Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card. This is a fantastic catch-all credit card which will earn you 2% cash back everywhere you go. You won't have to worry about spending categories or missing out on some cash back depending on where you spend. This just means you can guarantee yourself 2% back wherever you go. There's other little perks built into the card, such as a zero liability protection, cell phone protection, and other things that Wells Fargo will offer you. As a whole though, I don't have too much to say about this card. I think that its simplicity makes it a great catch-all card that you can use in your wallet depending on where you go. With no annual fee and a guaranteed 2% cash back, this is a great card that you can carry in your wallet, especially if you're a beginner. That is going to be a wrap on today's list for the top 8 credit cards of 2024 with no annual fee. If there's any cards that you currently carry or are looking to get, make sure you comment down below and let me know. If you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and comment those as well. As always, if you guys could please like, subscribe, and comment whatever you want. I'd really appreciate it. It goes a long way in growing the channel.